Hey, how's it going, guys? Dan Kitajima here, back with How to Grow Your Insurance Agency. And today I want to talk to you guys about a super important subject here, how to get the best, the most out of your current employees. So this is a very important subject, obviously, because your employees are the ones that are talking to your clients. They're the one who's selling the policies. Frankly, how they perform is just going to determine how well your agency is going to perform. So I want to talk to you guys about this very interesting subject. For me, I've been hiring people for 14 years. Currently, I have 15 staff members. My payroll expense is over 70,000 per month. So it's really important that I, figure out this topic because, again, how well your staff does and how much they care, how committed they are, is really going to determine how well your agency is going to run. All right, so to sum up, my philosophy on how to get the best out of your employees, I would say make sure they're getting the best out of me. Make sure they're getting the best out of you. Okay, because it is kind of ridiculous for us to expect them to care as much as you do about the agency, their motivation level to be just as high. We just can't expect that from them. So how do we get more out of them? All right. So the way I look at it is I look at it as I work for them, and I try to help them as much as possible. And I'll let you guys know how this helps. But how can we help them? There's several ways as agency owners we could help our staff. Well, first of all, we could train them. All right. I think a lot of times people are unhappy with their jobs because they're not good at their jobs. So if you're training them, if you're giving them the skill and necessary to be better at their jobs, and they're gonna like their job more because their confidence is better, they know what they're doing, and they're able to understand what they need to do. And sometimes that's really the biggest part of enjoying having a job that they enjoy is if you're good at it or not. And our job is to provide a training so they make sure they're good at it. We should also talk about, obviously, the financial incentives. Make sure the compensation plan is very you know exciting, it's fair, it's rewarding. So we should probably start there, because that's the reason they come to work, is to make money. So the compensations plan is super important. How else can we help them? Develop self-belief. I think sometimes some people struggle with that. So, the power of positivity, that's important too. Just providing a positive work environment too, that's encouraging, everybody's getting along, good team culture. I think these are things that, if I was an employee, I will value. What type of culture the place to work at has, a safe work environment, a manager that listens. I think that's really important because hopefully we have some life experiences that could help them. So if they're in a situation, they feel comfortable enough to be able to talk to you. And if you're able to help them out in difficult, situations in life, then I think that's bringing value to them. Again, it's all about just bringing value, getting them licensed, right? And just, not teaching them, but, showing them some of these values that I believe in, which is, hard work does pay off. Being kind pays off, and having positivity and gratitude pays off. So these are some things that I feel like not only, will they help them in work, but help them in life. So, trying to bring value and helping them is what I try to do. And the reason I try to do that is because if you're providing so much value to them, like, let's say oh, and also we want to talk about their goals too. Okay, if you're helping them accomplish your goal, I mean, what better value is there than that? First of all, they may not even gone through the exercise of what type of goals they have, financial goals or any type of goals, and coming up with an action plan, a long-term one too, especially a difficult one too, like buying a house or buying a car or vacation, or just any type of goals they have, moving out, understanding what their goal is, talking about it, and then helping them accomplish that. Man, I think that's a real strong one, where you really feel like you're helping somebody. A lot of fulfillment comes out of that. But what happens when you're really helping somebody out is, I think any good person will want to give back to somebody that's helping them. So that's when your staff members are going to care more about you because you care so much about them in the beginning. It's just I think sometimes agents go a little backwards where they expect them to care, they expect them to commit when you're not committed to them. So first, it's just the whole, philosophy of just giving first before getting. Just give, and it's gonna come back to you, you know. And some people may say that, hey, and there's truth to this, that you got to be careful because people will take advantage of you. And I'm okay with that. And that's happened to me many times. And that's really, I don't feel like they're taking advantage of me. They're actually taking advantage of themselves because it's not going to help them. So sometimes, you may get a little hurt because you did so much for somebody, but they didn't give back to you. But, that comes with the territory, really. But still, I believe in this philosophy so much that I still will steer to kindness and empathy all the way because it just has proven to me that it works. You get people that care, you retain employees, you get people that are committed, people, you get, it's just overall better for business. I just feel like at the end of the day, I'm doing the right thing too. And yeah, and some people will also say, hey, people have to earn my trust. I actually just blindly just give my trust away, and I just monitor it. I just see what happens. Obviously, if they break it, then I make adjustments there. But the earning the trust thing is kind of something that I don't really go off of. I just give them my trust, and then if it doesn't work out, then I take accountability. I just made the wrong hire. I should have. I'm trying to look for good people, ethical people, caring people, but maybe I made the wrong hire there. So I take responsibility myself. I just made a video on accountability, so check that out if you haven't. But yeah, I'm okay with it not working out 100% of the time, because this strategy sometimes will leave you vulnerable and make you sit in a situation where you get hurt emotionally. But I mean, that's part of the game. But we just have to look at it objectively, and you made the wrong choices there, take accountability. And then, because in the long run, when you're bringing so much value, they're going to care more. And so the whole point, I think, of sometimes they're not working out is that when you bring so much value, when you really help somebody out, that's when you just at least give yourself the chance that they're going to care back. They're going to commit, they're going to care, and they're going to want to help you grow your agency. And you're just going to give yourself a chance. I just believe that if you're not giving first, and you can't expect to get. So that's really how I feel like you get the best out of them. Thankfully, I have employees that really help out my business. It's just priceless to have employees. I have one that's been here for 9 years. I have 5 that's been here for over 5 years. And I could imagine running my business without them. And I feel like I'm going to continue to do that, is to just continue to figure out ways to provide opportunities for them, see what I could do for them, because that's how you grow your insurance agency. And I'm just a big believer in that. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have any ideas on how else you could bring value to them, because I like to listen to how other agency owners do it too, how you help out your employees, because those are good stories and we could all learn from each other. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm really committed to helping you guys grow your insurance agency, and learning from each other. So hope this helps. Get the best out of your staff, because that's really the #1 factor that's going to determine if your agency is going to be successful or not, is how committed and how well your staff does. So hope this helps again. Until next time, let's get it. Thanks.